What's up, everybody? Ty Bartellin with another edition of Coach's Corner. This time I am joined by the new head coach of the Brookfield Warriors girls basketball team, Mr. Gabriel Clinkscale joins me today. Coach, how we doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing yourself?
I'm not doing too bad myself. Right now, it's practice season. It's scrimmage season for girls basketball. We're gearing up for the opening tip-off date of November 22nd. Just curious, what does it look like? What are you seeing from the girls? What stands out in the practices and scrimmages that you've been able to have, if you've been able to have scrimmages yet?
Yes, we have been scrimmaging. So far we've had two scrimmages, and we're growing. They're learning the system. The new freshmen are coming in. They're working with the seniors, and they're enjoying it. Everybody's competing, and I'm excited for the season already.
I'm excited for it as well. I wanted to know a little bit about the culture you wanted to instill with this Brookfield program. It's a program that's seen some success too recently. What are you looking to get it back to those heights, get it back to being successful once again?
And that's what exactly I'm looking for, just to bring in that winning culture that we once had, and it just starts off being a family, learning the girls, learning the individuals, off the court, and just getting a feel for the players, not being from Brookfield. You want to get a sense of what's going on, start to identify the area, see where we need to grow at, things like that. So, like I said, I'm enjoying it, and the girls, we getting better. So,
What's the journey been like for you to get to this head coaching position for the Warriors?
man, it's been tough. Like everyone who knows me, I've been doing AAU for a long time. I've aspired to be a head coach at a school for some years now. I'm a late hire coach. I just got the job in September, so I might be like one of the latest coaches to get the job. So it's just cramming everything in fast. And also, the most important thing is fundamentals, so balancing out the fundamentals of the game and a new culture, a new playing style. It's been exciting.
I'm excited for you as well too, getting that experience in AAU before becoming a head coach in high school too. And we've seen a lot of success translate in a variety of sports from coaches in that realm into the high school realm. When you talk about this Warriors team that you've been able to see, run up and down some names that we think we're going to be seeing on the floor, and some names we're going to have to get used to in Warrior culture this year.
We have Madison Fisher. We got Maya Jumper. We got Lily Randall. Those are our three seniors. We got two freshmen as well too. We got Ava Winters, and we have Mariah. I'm still learning everyone's names, so
Yeah. No, I
yeah,
got you. And I mean,
yep.
with just coming in, I get you with everything. But with going from seniors and freshmen too, you got to like that kind of balance with that, having some experience, having that leadership going into your first year with this.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, they're learning off each other. Everyone's taking it in. The seniors are adapting very well to my style, and they're pushing everyone like they're supposed to. They're being the leaders that they're supposed to, and I'm glad to have them.
When you talk about Brookfield as a position to take, obviously they chose you, but you also had to choose them. What made the Warriors feel like a home and a fit for you to start taking off in your high school coaching realm?
Well, it started off with the principal and the assistant principal. Great, great, great people. They made me feel right at home from the interview, to officially getting the job. They made me feel right at home. Then it started with the students too. Once I started to meet the students, get a feel for them, and see, how the schools operate and everything, they welcomed me. I love the students instantly. Um, and the staff too. Um, I was a late hire, so I had to go with some staff that was already awarded to me, and it ended up being a blessing. I'm blessed to have them. They welcomed me in, and everybody family now. So me and your new cousins. You know, it's like me and that new cousin that it
Making
ended
it
up
all
being real
happen.
cool with. You know, so
I'm
everybody growing together, and I'm really really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it at Brookfield.
I'm sure you looking at the schedule, looking ahead too. You know that this conference that this Warriors team plays in, it's a juggernaut one. The MVAC grade tier, year in and year out, it's a tough conference. Teams like Crestview, teams like Garrettsville, Garfield, LeBray headline those type of teams. When you talk about the conference play and the type of tough play that's going to be needed to win some conference games, what do you look ahead in the conference play, and how do you guys see you're going to have to fare in conference play this year?
We're just gonna take it one game at a time, and we're just gonna focus on Brookfield basketball. Simply, like just to put it simple, we have a great team. We got a great playing style. So um, if we want to, if we're flying under the radar, that's perfect. I'd rather be the underdog. But again, we're just gonna take it one game at a time, and look to compete every single game. We want to knock off some big teams, and again, be that Brookfield Warriors that we once were. So we're just gonna take it one game at a time, focus on us, and get better.
When you talk about one day at a time, what are some things growth wise you want to see from this team from now until game one, and maybe from game one till game 22 of the season?
You gotta believe. You gotta believe it first. And that's what I like to instill in all my players, just knowing that they're capable of doing the unthinkable. Don't let nobody program you to be average. That was our value last week. So I just been instilling that in our players, just to believe it first. So
What are some things on the court wise that you're going to see from this team too? What is the identity you would say going to be for this Brookfield Warriors team?
we're gonna be fast, and we're definitely gonna keep our opponents on their toes. So.
You wanted to keep it a lot of athleticism too, and we're going to be seeing that a ton too throughout the valley. When we talk about your life in basketball too, where'd that kind of love start for the sport of basketball? Where'd you first find that love?
Oh man, so it all started. I was playing. I ended up having a not so good coach. We got a new coach in the school. We were all rooting for someone to get hired. They didn't end up getting the job. We got someone else, and things didn't go my way. I feel like the coach was already had his team selected, and I went to an off-branch school. I went to TCTC, so I feel like the coach wasn't getting the notifications out properly to the students in TCTC. Again, I feel like he already had his team already picked out. So I decided to stop playing basketball my senior year. I graduated. I instantly started coaching. My little sister fell in love with the game, and she was playing. I started coaching her intermediate school. We did really good. I was supposed to get a coaching position then. At the middle school, something ended up happening. It didn't work out. I didn't get the job. I kept pushing. I ended up starting my own AAU team, and by year two, we had over 100 signups for boys and girls. You know, and
That's
it just
awesome.
ultimately started, just loving the game as a player first, and being a coach, going through the things that I've went through. I can help players now. I feel like if you motivate your athletes, you could take them to unbelievable heights. And even believing in the lowest player. You got to make everybody great on your team. So I feel like those are the things that were instilled with me in my journey, to become the coach that I am today. And I feel like I didn't get those jobs for a reason. So I feel like it's this my debut year. So I'm here to stand out.
When one door closes, another one opens, right?
For sure, for sure.
When you
God
look at
did.
when you talk about the staff too that you're going to be surrounding yourself with, I know you can't build that culture, you can't build that brand of Brookfield basketball by yourself. So, what are some of the staff members that you said? I know you said some returning ones, some ones that you got with you. What is the staff and some other big names in Brookfield basketball we need to
Yeah,
know
we
this
got
year?
my guy Mike Missick. He's a Brookfield guy. Anybody that knows Brookfield, they know Coach Missick. He actually his dad started one of the basketball leagues in Brookfield a long time ago. And he actually coached the AD, he coached a lot of players, you know what I'm saying? He played for Brookfield as well too. Then we have Miriam Nastastro. She actually played for Brookfield as well. She went on the run, got to cut down the net with Brookfield. So just having those names with me by my side, it just makes everything easier, you know, because they know the culture. They know how to win. They know what it takes. They've been in that, you know, in that winning tradition with the team. So it just helps out so much. I really appreciate them. Words can't explain it.
When you talk about Brookfield community that surrounds you too, what have you noticed from this community and the support that you're going to be getting on the hardwood from them?
We just need love, you know. We just need love and somebody that believes in the community, somebody that believes in the girls, and I feel like that's why I'm here. You know, we got a small area, you know, but once you rally everybody up, we're the warriors. You know what I'm saying? We go to war for each other, and again, I know when it's time to go to war, I'm gonna have the warriors with me.
When we talk about this year, basketball questions, one of my theme questions for basketball coaches is actually the biggest lesson the game has taught you. You guys are all teachers of the game. You teach countless student athletes, but I want to know the biggest lesson the sport of basketball has taught you.
The biggest lesson it's taught me is a loss is not a loss. A loss is a lesson. And you gotta grow from your losses, you know. And like you said, when one door closes, another one opens, you know. So you just gotta learn from the losses that you took, learn from the mistakes that you make, and build off of that, and just grow, you know. So I feel like that's the most the I feel like that's what really, you know,
The biggest lesson
the
you've
biggest
taken
lesson
away.
is for sure.
Final question for you, Coach. As we gear up for that opening tip-off to boys and girls basketball in the high school realm, reminds me of Thanksgiving. It always happens right around that time. So, in this last question, I want you to shout out your first game, why the community needs to come out and support you, and also shout out your favorite Thanksgiving dish.
All right. Well, our first game we play against Badger, November 27th at Badger. I need everybody there because it's our first game. You know, I'm the first year coach. It's my debut. I'm currently undefeated. You know, let's see if we can continue to keep it like that. It's a double header. We got the boys and the girls. So I know Badger gonna be there. So we got to make sure Brookfield there as well. My favorite dish is definitely mac and cheese.
Oh, the mac and
The
cheese,
mac
dude. You
and
gotta,
cheese, yeah, for sure.
it's gotta be right
The
though.
right family member
Yeah.
make it though. For
you,
sure,
you
you gotta have the right family member make it
I
though.
was gonna say there's some whack mac and cheese out there
Oh
too. If it ain't
man,
made the
yeah,
right
for
way, for sure.
sure. Hey, but if you get the whack mac and cheese, you gotta call somebody else, call one of your friends, and swap them out plates. You
Yeah.
know.
Coach Clinks, I'm excited for this first season for you. I'm excited to see what the girls are going to look like on the hardwood this year and what you're going to continue to do with this Brookfield Warriors team. We look forward to November 27th for your opening tip-off as we are counting down the days for girls basketball and boys basketball starting in the
So
area.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody at the YSN. You know, I appreciate everybody at Brookfield. Let's go.
We look forward to it, Coach. It's been the first edition of Coach's Corner with the man, the myth, the legend, Gabriel Clinkscale.